First off, immediately I heard, there is no rush. There's no rush. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys my view. Sweet friends, there's no rush. We're gonna be doing a reading as the sun sets. And it feels like it's really important to just like slow down, and the wind feels so delicious. This reading might be multiple parts, it might not. Just that little bumblebee. But I'm really feeling just this inhale and exhale, like this presence, this grounding sort of energy. So I'm going to pull one card to begin, and if this card resonates with you, stick around. If it doesn't, that's fine. There's so many readings out there. There's so much out there, okay? I feel like that's part of the message too. So spirit, for the highest good of the person watching this. For those of you who are just joining me for the first time, I'm Izzy. I go by 8th House Mercury here, and on my other account I go by Astrology, where I do evolutionary astrology. If you'd like to support me and my work, the best way you can do that is subscribing to my newsletter. It's totally free. Every Monday I send you an email of the astro forecast for the week ahead. Alright, this person here. We got the death card. This came out in another reading today. Literally, this card is like, you're at this point where it's like, I heard even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise, which is a line from Les Mis. And there's like this feeling of like, you understanding there's so much more to what is happening right now, and like allowing things to decay. Like you're not resisting the decomposing. That's what's happening. Is there's a part of your soul that's going through a metamorphosis. I heard like what is that? What when okay, so sorry, you guys can't see into my brain. Embalming. There's something that's like being preserved or has been preserved that you're being brought aware of. Tell me about this embalming energy, because now I'm seeing like tombs and stuff. The King of Spheres. This deck is so freaking cool because it just I've shuffled this deck, so it's just shooting out cards here. King of Spheres. Oh, because okay, hold on. So the cards that came out: Knight of Flames, 10 of Spheres, Ace of Flames, 3 of Flames, and 6 of Cups. Because what I'm getting is sort of with that with the pharaoh energy. That's what's coming up, is this sort of Egyptian ritual of like being buried with your items. Like there's sort of this interesting, and the devil at the bottom. There's something about like releasing the need to cling to certain physical items, but I'm also seeing like it's gonna be okay. Like you have to let go of some, again with the slowing down, like let things fall away naturally. I think there's a part of you that's trying to rush this transition that you're moving through, and it's like letting the like physical things fall away. For some of you, I'm actually seeing like weight that you've been carrying, like physical weight has been falling away in a healthy way. This isn't like it's just like alignment. Your body will attune to that. And then yeah, the Knight of Flames is he's so powerful looking, because I feel like you are really seeing, I heard like the treasure of my life, seeing the treasure. Okay, this deck, the cards get flipped around all the time, and I'm like, I've just been shuffling normal. These cards will do whatever. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna read a little bit. This is such beautiful energy, because it's really like you working with the natural rhythms of the world and of your reality, because there is, at a deep instinctual level that something is like, it's very interesting because the energy that's coming up with these cards is like, I'm seeing almost like a ceremony for your past self. Maybe you have a past life in Egyptian culture, because I'm genuinely seeing like a whole like a pharaoh being buried, and there being like all the items and the goods and whatnot there, right? But it's like, I see you in this higher self of the pharaoh being like, oh man, we kind of got it wrong. Like, we don't need to bury ourselves with these items because it's all within. It's a representation of already what's in. Maybe that's how it is. Egyptian culture, not my number one thing that I've studied. But there's sort of this feeling where it's like, I feel like it's kind of a reversal where you're in this space where you're like, it's time for the material world to match the richness of your inner world. And it does take you actually like taking a little bit of a bold step forward, but it's like, I'm not seeing you do it in this hasty way. The thing that Spirit's showing me is like how the waves like lap up on the sand and then withdraw. I almost feel like you're dancing with the rhythms of your intuition and your feminine nature. Like, there's not a forcing energy, but with the Ten of Pentacles here, like, it's guaranteed success. But there is like action being taken where you are finding this co-creation with life. The Three of Flames is really this energy of like finding a balance, like finding, like, you're seeing so much potential and then going for it. And then with the Six of Cups, it's this really beautiful energy of like operating from the universal source of love, because you've dipped into this childlike innocence and childlike nature, and so you're seeing the world through the eyes of the child, and nothing can stand in your way. But there's such a rich knowledge that you have. Knight of Cups and Princess of Cups. Cute. Tell me about that. What in the world? Okay. We've got the Four of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Okay, interesting. That's what the slowing down is. This is kind of a concept that's been coming up for me in using this deck, and like kind of things opening up for me in a new way, is that even your like intuitive nature has a duality to it. It has a masculine and feminine. Like, there's like layers upon layers of, code. It's ones and zeros. I think a bug just bit me. Ow! Speaking of the code, there's sort of, you're needing to move through you need to rest. That's kind of what's coming up, because the way to have these two come together, because it's like this inner feminine intuitive nature and inner masculine intuitive nature, right? Both the younger suits of the Princess of Cups and the Knight of Cups, like, they're both really like excited to express their emotional gifts, but they tire out. I'm thinking of like little kids, like heightened emotions. It's like big, and then get tired. And so it's I feel like the emotional terrain and the Two of Spheres has been haunting me in this deck. It's a balance game that's coming in, and you're learning to balance. I heard the new frontier, like your new life. You're learning to balance it, so you need a little bit more rest. And we split to the Magician, because there's a lot of like options, and there's a lot of things coming up in your life with that Seven of Cups energy. Like, there's a lot that you can see, and you need rest to be able to make a proper choice. Okay, and again, there's enough time. You need to rest and slow down, and there's opportunity to slow down. And then I split to balance. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. I love you guys. If you would like to dive deeper, my readings are open, and then I have spots open for May for natal chart readings if you've been feeling the call to sit with me.